So for my informative speech, I wanted to talk about screen time and the effects that it can have. So the reason I chose this is because as an adult, I see how we use technology every day and how it affects us. So I think learning about screen time can help us limit how much time we spend, the effects it can have about our relationships and our health. So working with kids, I see how it affects their brain development every day and their imaginations. And also as an adult who uses it every day, I wanted to research it. So firstly, I wanted to talk about how we rely on it for our everyday use, for work, school, or for social life. So for work, I can use it to make lesson plans or newsletters or things like that. Or if you were, say, an accountant or a secretary, you would use it for other things like setting up appointments and stuff like that. We also use it as an alarm clock or a calendar or a calculator. And we can also Google different things. So for school, I use it a lot. We have to have devices and internet to help us get through our work and stuff like that. So without that, we wouldn't be able to do all of our stuff. So I don't think I could survive school without it. Also, we use it in our social life for Facebook or Instagram or keeping in touch with our family that we don't get to see all the time. And a lot of jobs require you to have computer skills and to know how to use these things to be able to work there. You also have to do apps online, so I think jobs really require you to know technology and how to use it. So secondly, it affects our health in positive and negative ways. One positive way we can use it is to use it as a pedometer or to track calories or even our heart rate. Negative effects can be diabetes, depression. It can also affect our vision. And a study in the 2018 article from Rally Health titled Unexpected Effects of All That Screen Time says that the blue light that devices cast can suppress our melatonin, which causes us to have not restful sleep. Another article from the Oxford Press titled Screen Time and Young Children Promoting Healthy Development in a Digital World says that media use increased from 2 to 4 year olds from 39% in 2011 to 80% in 2013 in the US. So another article titled How Much Time Affects Kids' Bodies and Brains from Forbes.com, Walton stated that research in the Cincinnati Children's Hospital stated that screen time was linked to poor connectivity in the brain that controls cognition and language. So for my visual aid, I have a pot holder. So this shows that children use things like this, like at my work, for a tablet. So it shows that it starts early because these children are 2 to 4 years old and they already use pot holders instead of how they're supposed to be used. They use them as a device, which shows that they use them a lot at home. So lastly, I want to talk about how it affects our relationships, reducing our family time, because we don't have family dinners as often. And if you look around in public, you'll see a lot of people on a device, and so we don't get as much face interaction. So for a positive note, we can talk to family that we don't get to see all the time, or that live far away. But also in the negative, a 2017 article from Oxford titled Screen Time in Young Children, Increased Media Replaces Face-to-Face Interaction, causing children to act out and parents to use this as a reward or distraction. So in conclusion, my points were how much we rely on it for everyday use and how it affects our health and our relationships. And knowing these things, we can help limit the time we spend. So thinking back to the beginning, I want you to think about how much time you think an adult spends on a screen per day, and the answer is 11 hours. Children spend an average of 6.5 to 8 hours per day on a device, and so by setting a timer for our kids or making more family time, we can take a day out of the week to do different activities, and this will help us be more aware of how much we can limit the time we spend. So that's it. Thank you.
And that was